Hey guys, right back at you. Last video I talked about a testosterone project which I was going to bid on. Now I just wrote a long response. This is typically a little bit more than I do. Excuse me. This is typically a little more than I would normally do, but I felt like the project's a strong match, so I want to give the guy a comprehensive answer and hopefully win this project. Here we go. George, addressing your 40 plus audience requires speaking to the subsets of men experiencing the reality and fear of low confidence and ability to perform. Now that I read that out loud, it's not the best start to a project letter, or it's not the best opening, but frankly, I want to kind of give the guy a sense of my expertise. And so I'm just letting them know I know it's a 40 plus audience. I know they're experiencing the reality and fear of low confidence. Okay, so here's what's cool. I presume we can attack the sex issue as well as concerns I personally face at age 43, newly divorced, back in the gym, surrounded by younger, stronger men. Okay, that's true for me right now. And there's no better copywriter than me right now for this job, frankly. It's incredibly fertile ground to absolutely pummel emotional drivers, which is true. Because I want to have sex. I want to have sex with beautiful women. And that's basically what this project's going to talk to. Subtly. In fact, I can't think, okay, so all this to say, well, I'd certainly want to see your existing series. I would prefer to consider this a clean start, which is what I discussed in the last video. So here's how I priced it. 8 emails at minimum, 1 landing page of 2 full pages, about 1,000 words at least. Okay. An optional VSL, they typically adds 12 to 23% conversion, okay? And that's true. That's actually on the low end of improvement. There are a few questions that I have prior to commitment. Okay, so I'm not saying, yeah, I want to write this thing no matter what. All right, I'm kind of holding back, which is a strategy you need to employ if you want to close deals. If you come at them too eager, you're done every time. Promise. All right, if the pricing sounds agreeable, we can discuss on a quick video call. That's another must for me. Because guess what, guys? If they don't know your face, they can screw you a lot easier than if they do. Now, that might sound jaded. It might be a little bit. But the fact of the matter is, when I have met clients face to face, I've kept them for years. When I meet them on video, I keep them for months. And if I don't meet them anywhere, I might only hold them on to them for days. Okay? That's a reality. If you don't know it yet, you will. Believe me on that, though. I promise you. Now, here's my 2 options. Some copywriters will deliver free, 3 or freelancers. First one, and these are low prices. Keep in mind, guys, these are low in prices for me. I shudder to share these prices with you, but as I've mentioned ad nauseum, this Upwork profile I'm using here is a brand new one. I've only got like 4 reviews, so it's almost as if I decided to start from scratch this year just to prove how easy it is to bust into this market and make a shit ton of money. Okay, so 2 options, $1,500 for 8 to 10 emails and comprehensive landing page. All right. So basically it's $100 an email and a landing page for $500. All right. Now, if you want to go higher, and he might, because remember, my profile says $500 an hour. So for 5 hours of work, I will give him the trifecta, 10 to 12 emails, which could actually be 15. Shit. A landing page, 3 to 5 minutes of VSLs. Yes, plural. See below. Ooh, another open loop. Now you got to keep reading. I've recently been privy to witnessing some new ideas on landing pages that have absolutely skyrocketed. What's this word? Conversions. When VSLs are split into shorter segments, shorter attention spans are served. Okay, I'm just going to eliminate that because anytime there's a sentence with a duplicate word, it's not good. Okay. And you know what? I didn't spot it because I didn't read it out loud prior to starting this video. You can see an example, that's what the other thing he asked me for, of how I created 5 to 6 explainer segments on my own course sales page. Here, boom. And you know what the other cool part about me doing this is that when I pull him over to my page, he gets to see what? What did I just say? My face, my voice, me talking and strategizing. He can see testimonials about me, right? He can see my social proof, and he can see an example of what? My sales page writing. So having your own business and showing off your own money from copywriting, it's always a good thing. So just a word to the wise. Now, back to the proposal. There's more to this, but time is money. This is a refrain, a constant refrain of successful entrepreneurs. When you say the same things they do, you ally yourself with them. Message. Now, if you're aware that your money is stuck in other people's wallets, well, let's get to work. Okay, that's a strong close. Cheers, Jesse Moskal. P.S. I seem to have hit a critical mass, which is true. January, I sent out a shit ton of proposals and got nothing. I got crickets. I had to get a friend do a $10 job with me just to get that first 5-star review. Frankly, it sucks to do it that way, but that's just reality. Even I, a seasoned copywriter of 7 years who's written promos and done all kinds of speaking from stage with the top copywriters in the world, I had to do that. It's just reality. But now it's February, it's almost Valentine's Day, and I think I've got 4 5-star reviews with gleaming words from my clients. And so at 4, I really have hit a critical mass. I think I've got 3 meetings with prospects today, which is more than I had in all of January. Okay, so once you get 2, 3, 4 projects gone, successfully completed, this is maybe where your critical mass will go. And what did I repeat here? Money loves speed. Okay, so this is an urgency thing without being an asshole. I don't like to go real strong and say, you've got to make a decision by 4 o'clock today because I've got so much business. That just comes off as false. I've never met an entrepreneur who didn't disdain that. Some enjoy being sold, but for the most part, reality is you'd probably take this job next week. If this guy hits me up next week and sends me $2,500 cash, I'm going to take this job. It's literally less than a 10-hour job. So that's $250 an hour minimum. So anyways, PPS, frankly, what I'm offering you is really more of what I call a loss leader. Now, for some of you noobs, you may get lost in this paragraph, and if so, that's okay because you might not have the experience. But the reason I've added this paragraph is because if he's been around for a long time and it looks like he has, then he might want to go bigger. He might write back and say, what will you do for $5,000? Okay. And so that's really my third option. It's a very subtle way of saying, hey, dude, if you're a baller, drop $5,000 in my bank account and I'll really work hard for you. Okay. So I'm not going to read it. If you want to, you can just pause the video, but this is enough for the day. You guys keep working hard, stay hungry, hustle hard. This is Jesse. We'll see you again soon.